What article is it?
Something about Straight Outta Compton winning the box office, and then they bring up like Furious 7 and Jurassic World and adding screens, and I'm like, what? They're like second week. I'm so confused. I mean, these movies are old. Like, what are you talking about? Second week, and why are you talking about them with new movies? I'm so confused.
How they're doing in the second week versus adding more screens and.
Well, it didn't give any reference though. Straight Outta Compton was like, hey, it's done. It's like #1 box office, even though it fell 56%, whatever. And then it just starts talking about the other ones, like adding screens, and it doesn't. You know, there's no comparison to like. It didn't make sense.
Welcome to DRULcast, where you can play till you drool.
Yo, DRULcast, play till you drool. You better tune in, you don't wanna be a fool. True Eyes and J-Spin, gaming on a PC and Xbox 360. Achievement whoring is the only way. Getting headshots on a nice sunny summer day. Zombie stalking, this podcast talking. DRULcast is here, so tune in often. Yeah, welcome to DRULcast. Yeah, welcome to DRULcast.
Well, since you didn't understand that, what's going on, everybody?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
What's going on?
Wait, we're saying hi to me or hi to everybody else?
I'm saying to whoever wants to respond, but apparently it's just you, so hi.
Hi.
DRULcast 112.
Where's everybody at?
I asked Eric to join us this week, but he had errands to run, so unfortunately could not join us this week. Did you listen to last week's episode?
Where's everybody else at? Yeah, I listened to last week's episode.
Yeah.
Where's everybody else at?
I don't know. That's
Where's
the
Mark
only
Vaughn?
person I asked. Mark Vaughn.
Why? You gotta advertise okay, start a Facebook group or whatever, and just every week be like, we're recording in an hour, and then everybody knows every week.
I don't know what's good with Mark Vaughn, man. Me and him, I have it out for Mark Vaughn. I love Mark Vaughn, but me and him,
Well, it's just,
So like this past week, you know what?
you don't gotta give details.
I'm gonna go public. So this past week,
You don't have
like,
to
yo,
give
Mark.
details. Well,
I'm like, yo, Mark,
you can make a
let's
group
record
with
Spago
everybody.
and what is it? Spago and Marvin
You're
Adventures. And
Yeah,
I'm like, let's
you're
go.
Spago.
Let's do it. We're gonna do it. You know, we're gonna get some stuff out there. We're gonna, have some fun and, start recording stuff. And he's like, all right, man, I'll see you. I'll catch you on at this time. This time rolls up, and then an hour passed, and then 2 hour passed, and then 3 hour passed, and the time just went away. And he hits me up. He's like, man, I just woke up. I'm like, all right, see how it is. So I'm done. Marvin and Spago Adventures is over.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I get it. No, he's busy. He has his whole Vaughn situation, so it is what it is.
Right, but we can still make a Facebook group.
I don't know. That was just completely sidetracked.
And message everyone when we're gonna record the show, so we can have some people on every now, like a little bit more frequently, possibly than once every year.
Whatever. We'll get into that off recording. Everybody knows the time. Everybody who has recorded with us in the past knows what time and what day we typically record on.
Doesn't mean anything though.
So then,
like, even
put
for
it on your
us,
calendar every week for the same exact time. And yeah, I get it. Even us, it changes from time to time. You know, but it's still on the same day for the most part.
Right. It doesn't mean anything. You gotta put it out there though. You know.
All right. So
We'll
yeah,
make
whatever.
the chat.
I'll leave all that in there.
Yeah, exactly. We're making the chat. We'll send it to everybody, message everybody, like, hey, hour we're gonna record. I don't care if you're there. It's not like be there or not be. It's just like, this is what we're
Here's
doing.
the time that it's gonna happen. Yeah.
This is what we're doing.
I get it.
You know how to get to TeamSpeak. And if you do, then you do. And if you don't, then you don't.
I get it.
Yeah, I think I'm also okay with people joining in at any time too. Like,
I'm 100% fine with that.
We're halfway through. They can join in the fun.
Just say something. Yeah.
You know, I'm
Fine
okay
with
with that. I think. So even if you're 20 minutes late, you can say hi for a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
Come say hi.
I get it.
Hi.
So what's new?
Nothing.
Really? Windows 10?
Is that new? That was like a month ago. That was end of July.
They've updated. I mean, they got that new update that we haven't really tested per se.
Oh, I've tested it.
You've tested it. I tested the old one and it just didn't work, so I kind of didn't want to test it.
It's the same thing.
Well, here's the thing that kind of bothered me, right? The only way
First,
that
we're talking about Xbox app and streaming.
Yeah, there you go.
Streaming from Xbox One to PC for anybody who has no clue what we're talking about.
For anybody that upgraded to Windows 10,
which is everybody but us. meaning like they don't know what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Nobody knew what we're talking about but us.
Yeah, there's an app that if you're an Xbox user and you have Windows 10, like you should probably use this app. Like it's way better.
Doesn't it? You know, when you got Windows 10, a bunch of stuff automatically downloaded. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
And for some reason, I thought it was just something like crazy happened in mine, but it happened to you too.
Mm-hmm.
So like you had we really got Candy Crush or something, and it's like, why is this
so quick?
Why is this downloading on my account? And now it's on my account as like something I've downloaded it. And I'm like, I never wanted this to begin with. Anyways, I think Xbox app is one of those ones that automatically downloads.
Yeah.
I think so. So.
Yeah, and that
if you
app,
have Windows 10, and what I'm saying is you should have Xbox app already.
It should already be on there. But here's the thing with that, right? Here's what bothered me. So, well, first off, the app, I mean, it works to a degree. It works well. I tried the streaming.
Okay,
we talked about it already. We talked about streaming.
Everything works fine. I think the app works great.
Yeah.
But streaming and parties, I guess, are too controversial.
They're a little flawed.
Yeah.
I haven't tried streaming on the latest update just yet. I do want to check that out just to see if there is any remote difference.
What version do you have?
Of what? The app itself?
Oh no.
What'd you do?
I knocked over a controller. Anyways, what version do you have? Do you have the same one I do? I'm just curious to see.
88150.
88153.
Yeah.
Something like that.
15003.
15003.
Maybe another zero in there. Nope, 2 zeros.
And then there's like 5 zeros after that.
After that, yeah.
Oh no! Don't connect to Xbox One right now. Yeah, okay, same one.
So, but here's the thing with that update: it automatically updated, and that kind of bothered me.
Why?
Because one day, so for the early adapters of Windows 10, that icon was in a green box, and I'm like, oh, cool, Xbox. Click.
It's not a green box anymore.
And now it's not a green box. It's like the new Xbox One logo, where it's like the circle with the Xbox, the X.
Mine's still green.
Really?
My tile is green, and it has like the Xbox logo on it, but it's still green.
My tile, it's the white. It looks like the orb on the controller. That's what it looks like now.
So the box isn't green?
No.
Weird. I wonder if it's just because you haven't like opened it recently.
I've been opening it since day one. Like.
Oh.
Well, but anyways, regardless, it's a different logo, and
mine's not different.
Well, to me it is, and it bothered me, dude. I'm like, wait, so this thing updated without notifying me of an update?
Yeah.
Now
I think it asks you when you launch the thing. It asks you, it's like, hey, there's an update. Do you want to do it? And I hit no.
And then I open the store.
If you open the store though, and it'll like check for updates, automatically update stuff. I think.
Okay. I guess that's a little different if it's on the store and it says it. But I didn't get anything on there. Also, I want to see what I don't know. I haven't looked into this, but apparently, there's a Windows 10 like Minecraft beta.
Yeah, you can get it because you own Minecraft.
Yeah, and I don't really understand what the difference is between that and like the original version that's on PC because I have it.
Mark Vaughn was playing Minecraft yesterday on / the MVN Vaughn Live. You know?
Yeah.
I actually sat in there for probably an hour and a half and watched them and talked and everything. And I asked him a lot of questions. And, you know, he kept hitting whatever key he hits to, like, show what level he's on or whatever, into, like, depth and stuff like that. So it has, like, stats or debugging for whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't know. I never play Minecraft, so I don't know what key it is. But anyways, yeah. So on the right, it has, like, the version of Minecraft. And it says, like, oh, Java, whatever. And I'm like, are they ever going to stop using Java? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he was like, I think the Windows 10 version is like C++ or whatever. It's not Java anymore.
Oh, really? So that's like the main thing, because that's what it says. It says free Windows 10 version available to existing PC / Mac Java
owners. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Owners,
right now.
rather. Yeah.
Owners. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's one of the main differences. Maybe.
Maybe.
That's cool.
Also, this says, I wonder if this is linked, because right now, if you're playing on the Java version, you're kind of stuck PC stuff, right?
What do you mean?
Like, you're only going to play other PC players on PC servers, right?
Sure.
This one might let you do people on Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC. That might be another thing.
That would be pretty.
Because it says Xbox Live, it has
on the top of the logo.
Yeah,
No, I see that. I don't think I don't think they'll be able to do that because it's too different. It's too different.
What do you mean it's too different?
The Xbox. I mean, maybe once the Xbox version updates, because the Xbox one is not on par with the latest PC one at all. It's so many updates behind.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they're trying to bring them all into
unify
sync.
It.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. But now, how would it work in terms of the user interface on PC versus the Xbox one? Because remember, there's like shortcuts.
I imagine it'd all be the same. What I'm saying is I don't think.
See, it's hard to explain
change.
because you don't play. So
I mean, it doesn't matter though. Like if you're playing on PC, it means Minecraft. We're gonna break some bricks. We're gonna build some stuff.
No, but it matters. The crafting system is very different.
But who cares?
It's different. There's two different ways to do something on the crafting system between the PC one and the Xbox one. It's way different. One of them, you just hit X and then you look for as long as the things you have are in your inventory, you just look for the item and you press A and it builds it. On the PC one, you have to drag the items into a square and make out what you want, and then hopefully the recipe is right, and then you'll be able to get it. It's way different. It's way different. The two crafting
I don't get why it's a
systems
problem.
Because you're trying to unify it, so that means that it's going to be the same thing on both.
Or
and
it knows it's running on a PC and it shows you the PC one, or it knows it's running on an Xbox and it shows you the Xbox one. So what's the difference?
But at that point, there's two different versions. I don't think you can do the same on two different, or have the same on one. That'd be weird.
I don't see why not. I look at it this way. You're wearing red glasses, I'm wearing blue glasses, but we're both looking at the same thing.
Okay, but in order to create these red glasses, you need like a fucking dandelion and some other shit, and you break it down, right?
No.
On
I'm
Xbox,
just saying.
to craft it, it's one way, and on PC, it's another.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying about how to create these things. Like, go out of Minecraft.
I get it.
And
it's
just
the same
think
at the end of the
world,
day.
like life, yeah. So we're playing the same game. The end result's the same. We just look at it differently.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
all.
I mean, that would be cool. If that's the case, fuck playing with a controller, because I absolutely hate Minecraft on Xbox.
Yeah.
It's the worst. I mean, it's okay, if you just want to kill some time and shit, but it's the worst. Compared to PC, there's so many more activities.
Let me see. I'm kind of reading about this.
And also, they really need like dedicated servers, or like to be able to buy servers on the console version, because having to wait for somebody who's created the map to come back, like online,
yeah,
that's annoying.
I'm sure they'll do that. I mean, they'll use Azure to like do that. You know what I mean?
To host
Why not?
all that, yeah.
Yeah, it would make sense. I mean, Microsoft owns Minecraft now.
Exactly.
So there's you know what I mean? There's like a lot of things probably going to change.
Yeah.
And do, be a lot better. So before it was probably like, Mojang was just like, yeah, that would be cool, but it'd be super expensive for us to do that. And it's like, even though we're making a lot of money, you know what I mean? It probably didn't make much sense. But now that Microsoft owns it and they're just, you know what I mean? They're probably like, yeah, we'll throw everything on Azure. Who cares?
We have the cloud.
He says right here, switch seamlessly between your favorite method of input. Controller, touch, or mouse and keyboard can be activated and used in an instant. For Windows 10 version.
See, now I got to try the Windows 10 version. I got to sign up for that beta, like, immediately.
Yeah, you should do it. Why not?
I got to, yeah. We'll revisit. We'll come back.
No, just in case you're confused, world/saves from the Java PC Mac version of Minecraft are not compatible with the Minecraft Windows 10 Edition beta.
Wait,
so
what?
You know.
Come back?
Things you've done in the Java version are not compatible with the beta.
Okay, so any of the worlds, they don't carry over?
That's what it says.
Hmm.
Worlds/saves from Java PC Mac version of Minecraft
about
are
Realms?
not compatible. It isn't saying. It just says world / Just look at it. Freaking
I gotta
click
download it. Yeah, I just gotta download it. We'll come back.
Yeah. Anyways.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
you been playing anything?
Hold on, I'm still reading this.
He's so interested in that.
I'm just trying to understand what's going on. That's all. That's really about it. Some people left comments in the ratings and stuff, and you like if you weren't to download it, if you just wanted to read about it, you could read comments and stuff and get a good idea of what it, how it works out.
Yeah.
Playing anything? I finished Tomb Raider.
There you go.
It was good. Yeah, it was shorter than I thought. So let me see. Steam says I played Tomb Raider for 14 hours.
That's not that bad.
You think that's not bad? It felt a little short.
Not bad. I mean,
I don't
in comparison to fucking like a Call of Duty of sorts, like 6
Well, of
hours,
course.
or a Homefront, which was like 5 hours. Yeah, it's
Right, but I mean,
matter.
this is a single player game. That's really all it really is.
Okay.
It has multiplayer, but I don't think anybody's ever played Tomb Raider multiplayer.
Yeah. Well.
So. But I mean, it's probably really like 10 hours. I probably spent a good 3 or 4
Fucking around,
hours
yeah.
just like looking for stuff and picking things up and doing whatever, or say just trying to be like, oh, let me see if I can get over there type thing.
Yeah.
To find out I don't have the
that's
stuff I need.
normal.
But I mean, if I were just to play straight through, you could probably finish it in like 8 to 10.
Yeah.
Just play straight through, fast as you can. Not like necessarily as fast as you can, but just like not look around, just boom, boom, boom.
So about
Shantytown, I spent a good 2 hours messing around in there.
and you got that as a gift, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
my friend was playing it maybe like a year or 2 years ago, and he really liked it. And I guess shortly after he finished it, what's it called? It was on Steam sale or whatever for like the entire collection, Tomb Raider collection. And all of a sudden he was like, "Hey, I had a lot of fun playing this, and here you go." And I was like, "Oh, cool." Thanks.
Well, if you ended up buying it full retail at $60, and what was it, 14 hours?
Yeah.
So about $4 ish, a little over per hour.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I like that.
I mean,
that.
I could still go back and collect more stuff, and it's kind of like I'd
So
want
there's
to
still a
do
little
that.
more replayability on there.
Yeah, there's like a lot of things because now I have all this stuff unlocked. Like, you know what I mean?
All the
So
cool
I-
shit that
Yeah,
lets
so
you
it's
go
like
back
easy.
and
Yeah, it's easy to find all the relics and things now and collect stuff. And I can get to areas that I couldn't get to before. There's probably some tombs I haven't discovered yet that might be pretty cool.
You
things
better
like
go
that.
raid them, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's things like. But I mean, the thing I'm not gonna do that because I have so many games to play. Like there's no reason for me to waste time going back through it. You know what I mean? I feel like I got the experience. That's my thing. So with all my games I'm playing, as long as I just finish it, I feel like that's enough.
That's
you know?
completed, yeah.
I don't have time to go through and like collect
Actually,
all the
that
relics and crack
reminds
down.
me. I need to install what's that game? Battle Block Theater. I'm at the last 3 things, and it's
Someone
taking
beat
me
it yet?
forever. Yeah, no, I know. I'm at the end. I just need like 3 more like levels or like little doors, I guess you can call them. I don't know what you call that.
I played that game for 4 hours. It's not bad.
I'm almost done.
We
with
were
it.
going through it pretty quick when we were playing.
Yeah,
we
and then
went
you
through it
gave
pretty
up, so I kept going.
quick. I didn't really give up.
I'm determined because the
you
new
just
one's
felt like
coming
playing.
out.
Oh,
What was
yeah?
it? Pit People. Ooh, it looks so much fun. I can't
Wait, so many
wait.
games do they have coming out? They have like Game 4. What's
Game
that?
4 is called Pit People.
Oh, so it is.
They got a full title, yeah.
Okay.
Pit Town. Yeah, I think it's. Pit People.
Whatever it is, no longer Game 4.
It's no longer Game 4. No.
Okay,
They
I
have an
didn't know that they
official
were
title.
different or they were the same. I thought maybe they were different.
No, it's just that. It's that one. My fault.
Cool.
They got an official title finally. Yeah. So Tomb Raider done.
Yeah, it's done.
Never gonna get launched again. So maybe I could go back in there and take some time.
I mean, I don't know. If I mean, like I said, I would like to go back, but it's probably never going to happen. So that's that.
So I ended up playing it's a mobile week for me.
Yeah, what week is it?
Fuck off. Well, because so here's the thing. I could say I've been playing Rocket League because that's kind of what I've been playing,
Yeah.
and some Minecraft, but I don't want to get into that because that's almost like the normal, you know.
I guess. But I mean,
So
if that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing.
breaking away from some of the normal. It's been a mobile week. Actually, there is a PC game. I'll talk about that in a minute though.
Oh, yeah.
2 games, which for some reason I didn't even piece it together or why, But 2 games that I've been playing are Don't Get Fired and The Firm, which is so weird that they both take place like they're office related. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a weird.
Does The
coincidence.
Firm have any? Wasn't there a movie called The Firm, like Tom Cruise, Demi Moore?
Probably.
Or I think it was something else.
No idea.
I mean, this was like in the 90s sometime.
But yeah, no, I those 2 games are. I don't even know how I downloaded it. Rather, like it was just like, oh, this looks interesting. Download. So Don't Get Fired. Basically, like everybody says it's like a life simulator for anybody that works in an office, which is pretty funny because you literally start off like as an intern, and so little exclamation marks pop up. There's like a team of like 9 people in your firm or in your office, and an exclamation mark pops up, and every time that happens, that means that they have work for you. So you click on it, and then like, you know, eventually it starts piling up. There's literally nothing to do in this game. You click on every time you see an exclamation mark, and the goal is not to get fired. However, if you do get fired, every time you get fired, there's a lesser chance of you getting fired for that same reason again the second time around. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think so. You get fired less likely.
Yeah, for the same reason later
Okay.
on. So basically, you get fired a shit ton of times early on.
Yeah.
Finally, you start getting the rhythm of things, and every time you get fired, you get knocked down 2 ranks. So you build your way up to like own the place, and it's a process. And I barely just even got to manager, and there's still like another like 8 roles above that, and
This game sounds terrible.
It's the worst. It's another like cookie clicker type.
Yeah.
Not kind of, sort of, not really, but it has that same like mind frame
Right.
paying attention to. Oh, and I got fired for not launching the app one day, and I got so pissed off because I made it far.
That sucks for you, man.
I got so bad. They're like, "Why didn't you come to the office yesterday?" I was like, "What? Fuck you, game!" And like, I got so upset.
You didn't go to work, man. You gotta go to work Monday through Friday.
And then
your job.
So that's Don't Get Fired, and then they should both of these should be available on both iOS and on Google Play, and then The Firm. So The Firm was the first one that I ended up downloading. I actually ended up liking this one a lot more.
Firm base to me, baby.
I ended up liking this one a little more because you tap. That's it. It's not like Cookie Clicker, but you have to think. Damn, I don't know how to describe this. So you tap either left or right depending on whether you need to throw away, like in a stock market, whether you need to either sell or buy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on one end, how do I describe this? So a card pops up in the middle, right? And it's either a red card or a green card, and then there's an arrow either pointing up or down. So if it's a green card and it's pointing up, that means it's doing good. If it's a green card and it's pointing down, obviously it's doing bad, so you sell it. Same thing for the red cards.
Okay.
Red card pointing up, you want to keep it because it's bound to do. Or wait, no, you want to sell it because it's losing money. And if it's pointing down, you buy it because it's at less money and it could potentially go up. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you just got to do that as quick as possible. You got to kind of determine the 2 colors, determine the arrows, and
where do you
click
find
either
these
by
games?
yourself.
Like, do you look for them? Actively look for them?
Both of these were literally
Are you just like bored out of your mind? Do you just open Google Play and just be like, what can I do right now? How do you just, because you always have little games somewhere you're playing.
I have no idea, but I like The Firm way better than Don't Get Fired. I'll tell you that right out.
But how did you get them?
I don't know. I just launched the Google, I had an update on like Google Play or like one of the apps.
Yeah.
So I launched Google Play just to see if it was done updating. I think it was like Spotify or something. And I launched it. And then, naturally I was like, oh, I wonder what's like top grossing. And it's always, Supercell or any of those games. Any of those games. And then, new releases. And I saw one, and then later on I saw the other. I was like, oh, cool. Like, I didn't download them at the same time. But eventually I ended up finding it. And I was like, huh, interesting. So I was like, I'll try it out,
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much what happened. And that's how I found the majority of my mobile games.
You should just not go on the Google Play Store.
I can't help it. It's so addicting. Because there's always new shit coming out, and you're just like, oh, this looks interesting. Click.
But
check it out.
It's not interesting.
I like The Firm for like a quick like just see how far you can go and just to get your mind racing real quick. Like yeah.
That's every mobile game. So you like
No.
every mobile game is what you just said.
Just no. No, like I've never played like what's the Supercell game called?
Clash of Clans.
Yeah, I've never played Clash of Clans. I've never played anything even remotely similar to that. Never played Candy Crush. Never played any of those games.
Maybe
but
you should try those.
no,
Why not? I think that should be the next week of your life should be like trying.
no, because
those
I
games.
don't want to play any of that. The closest thing I've come to playing that is like the Family Guy game or the Simpsons game, and I quit those in like a day.
All right, well,
Didn't like
you
'em.
should try them anyway.
Didn't
You
like
try all these other games.
I didn't like them. Not for me. I don't want to. Or
Might as well
like
try.
what's the
Didn't
name
you
of
play
that?
like Farmville or like
yeah.
Frontierville or something?
I played Farmville 2, but that's just because I played the first one. So I was like, oh, it's been years since the first one. Let me see what's new.
Right, but you played it for a little bit.
I played that one for a little bit. I gave it
Secretly.
a shot. I gave it
Secretly
a shot.
played it for a little bit.
What do you mean secretly?
You never bring it up, and then one day you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm like level 148 or something like that," and I was like,
No.
"Where did this come from?"
I got to like
know?
maybe a little less than like level 30 or something. So that's like about maybe a week or a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it was interesting, and then it just got boring, dude. Like the same thing with all those games.
Right. So every mobile game.
This one, what doesn't get boring though?
Which one?
The Firm.
If you're playing that game in 2 weeks, I will be.
I'm about to uninstall
Like-
it, to be honest with you, but it's not. It's not time. It's not like, oh, I need to pay attention because at this time something's gonna happen. You know,
Yeah.
like the other like those other games. I don't. Is there a genre for that game type? I feel like
What do
there
you
should be, like
For which game type?
Farmville,
Yeah,
Clash
farming.
of Clans,
Called farming.
but like that game
call it farming.
mechanic.
Yeah, I call it farming.
Farming. Okay.
So I call
Fair
it. I don't know, because Farmville like created it, so or at
Yeah.
least popularized it. I don't. You know.
Like where it's like time sensitive. Like in 15 minutes, your fucking grapes are gonna burst.
Yeah, exactly. Let me see. I'm looking this up on Wikipedia right now.
So yeah,
see
I've
if
been
there's
playing
an
that,
actual.
and
yeah.
then my last game, which I didn't really want to talk. I mean, it's not that I didn't want to talk about it. I just completely forgot about it. Is Dish Storm. Uploaded a couple videos on YouTube around it. Would be better if there was online multiplayer rather.
So what's the game about? I don't know. Nobody
So
else knows.
okay, yeah. So basically, it's
What is going on here?
if you play online, it's a 4-player, like I don't. It's like Bomberman. You ever play Bomberman?
I think so.
If you fucking say no, we're downloading an emulator right now.
No, I mean I'm pretty sure I played Bomberman.
So it's just like that. Like you try to eliminate
Okay,
each
yeah.
other. It's a 4-player like versus like a free for all, and you just try to eliminate each other, right?
Yeah.
That's the multiplayer aspect of it. And there's different game types. So you eliminate each other. It's you basically throw frisbees. You get 3 each. And there's different game types. So one of them is like a wild frisbee, and you start off with none, and there's only 1 frisbee on the board, and you have to be the first one to touch it. And once it lands, you can pick it up and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it varies. There's different game types. One of them is like a tag, or a hot potato. There you go. There's a timer on a bomb, and once the bomb reaches 0, you want to make sure that you don't have it. So
Okay.
you just have to throw the frisbee to somebody else to make sure that they're the ones that get tagged and avoid. Well, you get it.
Yeah.
There's different game types like that on multiplayer, which is really fun. Unfortunately, no online play, which is sad. Hopefully, in a future update, they'll release something like that. But as it stands, it is local only. And then the other side of things is single player like campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And this very elaborate like story. Didn't really get into the story all that much because I mean, come on, you're a character throwing a frisbee, like
Right.
like top down view. It's all 8-bit like graphics, and you're just throwing a frisbee. Like you can't really make a story out of it. So I don't really care about the story. I just care about the gameplay, and it's like they keep spawning things like zombies and little creatures after you, and you just hit them with a frisbee. And then there are certain characters that have like a mask, which is like a shield, and you have to hit them. You have to hit them from behind in order for them to get eliminated. If you hit them from the front, the frisbee ricochets, and if it hits you, you lose health. And there's bosses, and you got to figure out like their patterns. That's the part that I like. All the bosses have different patterns. So the first one, which is on the video that I uploaded, has a like he like there's like little towers that he like summons or whatever, and then little skeletons come out. You have to defeat the skeletons in order for him to be able to get released. And as the skeleton is running around, you have to chase it down. But the boss is so big that you only have like the sides like all around to go after him, and rocks are falling from the sky as all of this is going down. So anywhere you throw the frisbee, like there's a chance that it's gonna get stuck somewhere. So you have to like really chase down the skeleton, but dodge, and I don't know. There's a lot of thinking involved. And then he has a laser beam and all sorts of crazy shit.
Laser.
And yeah, no,
freaking laser.
The game, as simple as it sounds, I think has potential to being a really good multiplayer game if it had online. I'm sure if I play with friends like at home or anything like that, it would be fun, but it could it would benefit from having online play. I don't know how it would really work out with lag. Hopefully that's something that can be avoided, but because I would be pretty pissed off if I get hit and there's nothing there, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, no, those are my games. And if you want to see more on that, more on Distorm, just check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/DRULcast.
Indeed.
What else you got?
I got some genres of what people
what they're calling that game type.
Yeah, so Farmville, they have it listed as a simulation RPG, which I disagree with.
I see it.
They have Clash of Clans listed as strategy and MMO, which I also disagree with. Besides MMO, but there's no strategy involved because you can't control what your guys do. You just put them and they die.
Well, you place it, right? Isn't placing?
Not really. It's just like, oh, this thing kills this guy. This thing kills this guy. Let me not put that there. You know what I mean? But after you put them, there's nothing else you can really do. It's not like playing an RTS, you know, where like Command & Conquer or StarCraft or like any of those games. It's not like that, because that is like actual strategy. It's like, okay, there's two things happening. I'm attacking, they can defend. You know what I mean? It's like defenses are static in Clash of Clans. So like the person who you're attacking, they have no control over defending themselves other than like creating their base. You know what I mean? But like as you're attacking, they can't do anything to
it just combat you.
Yeah, it just get attacked. So to me, there's like no strategy in that. It's like just dropping people on a map doesn't equal strategy. It's just like basic knowledge. Like, hey, if there's a flamethrower and my guy's susceptible to getting hit by fire, he's gonna die. You know what I mean? That's like one part of a real strategy game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like pairing up units, but then it's also like how to attack. You know what I mean? Like leading your enemy where you want them to or whatever. Like that's strategy. That's planning. You know what I mean? Clash of Clans, you just drop people and they do what they do. Yeah. So to me, it's not strategy. It's just like
it happens.
Order of operations. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you can think sequentially, you can play Clash of Clans. But not anybody can play a real like strategy game. So
fair enough.
So those are the official ones. Somebody like some reviewer, just calls them micromanagement titles. So which makes sense.
Yeah.
You know?
I like
quote,
that. Micromanagement.
Who was this guy? John Bedford. He said, where's it at? This is a game that follows in the footsteps of no small number of titles that have made feverish demands on our wallets in exchange for just a slightly thicker slice of gameplay. It's possible you have an unending appetite for these micromanagement titles, in which case we recommend getting heartily stuck into Supercell's latest game. So it was like a review of Clash of Clans, you know. So yeah, micromanagement. I'd say micromanagement and farming is what they are.
Yeah. Fair enough. I like that.
Yeah. Stupid. I'm
Anything
reading
else?
a little bit more. Hold on. See, it's where it says that rely on player versus player combat. They don't rely on player versus players. Player versus not player.
Player versus player who set up a
who's not
defense,
there.
who is not there. Yeah.
Who's not really playing as you attack them. Yeah, I don't know. It's stupid. Not really. That's for something else.
No?
I don't think
You want to
so.
talk about the way of life?
Oh, we don't have to. I mean, it's really old. The article I wrote forever ago.
It was just published, so I figured I'd bring it up.
There was another draft I was editing the other day. I wrote it last year.
For those unaware, DRULcast.com, downrightupleft.com, there are some written articles on there.
There's actually a lot of written articles on there.
There's a lot.
Not many recent written articles. And the ones
plenty of drafts coming from Jack.
Yeah, and those aren't recent either for the most part. So I was like, I forgot what the article was about.
Just keep an eye out because a Distorm full written review is on its way.
Wow.
Should be
There
this
you go.
week.
So, the article was about why free games are like bad business, and this is why I asked you to create that image that you thought was not what I got confused on.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So I was like reading the article and I was like, wait, didn't this actually happen? Because I wrote, I was talking about basically the point of the article is all these companies are giving out free games now, and it's bad for business because while I would buy a game that's heavily discounted, I'm not going to do it anymore because, one, I either know it's going to go on sale again later when I want to play it, or two, it's going to be free.
Yeah.
And I used Brothers, I forgot the full title, but like Brothers something.
A Tale of Two Brothers?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, right now, Steam Summer Sale, which was last year, 2014, because I looked at when I wrote the article, it was 2014, like June 2014. I was like, right now it's on sale for $2.99, and I feel inclined to buy it, but at the same time, I have a bigger feeling, like a greater feeling that it's going to be free at some point.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it was free in February 2015 on Xbox Live or whatever it was. So I was reading the article and I'm like, I swear I have this game. You know what I mean? Like, I think this happened. And I like looked it up and I'm like, oh, sure enough, it did. Yeah. So I put a little note on the article. Like, originally this article was written a year ago. All I need now is an image for it so I can post it. So that's why I asked you about that image.
I got you.
Yeah, so like this was written in June 2014, and I happened to be right. So,
hey, actually, what I've been like dying to play, like fairly recently, some Boyd.
Yeah, I just thought about that when I was talking about strategy games and stuff. It came to mind.
That's what brought it up. I was like, you know what, I kind of want to play this.
There hasn't been any updates though, has there?
I don't think so.
Like,
I haven't seen anything actually. Ever since I upgraded to Windows 10, I haven't seen anything.
Oh, I mean, I haven't seen anything for a while. Like a long while.
I'm not saying Windows 10 and my Steam updates has anything to do with each other. I'm just saying I just haven't noticed anything.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, I always, whenever Steam updates games, I always look at the game, like, which games are being updated. I don't know why. I just like to know. And then, those are auto updates. Why aren't you mad about those auto updates? How about that?
Those I accept because I know for a fact that I set it up to auto update.
I don't think so.
I leave
Steam
my
does automatically.
I leave Steam open regardless, so it doesn't matter.
If you close and open it, it's still gonna update.
All right, here's why. Right, every time you go onto your computer, right, back Windows like 7 or whatever days, it would say, oh, there's a new. Even we were just talking about this a couple minutes ago. TeamSpeak, it's like, oh, there's an update, and you're like, oh, okay, there's an update. Do you want to update? Yes? No. I always put no because I don't really want to update right now. Maybe eventually I want to update. Yeah. But this, app, it's, I don't care whether it's Xbox or whatever app, but in this case, it just happened to be the Xbox app, and it changed from one color to the other, and it just threw me off. I was like, whoa, I don't remember seeing this. It was something new. So at that point, I'm like, okay, so there must have been an update. Sure enough, MajorNelson.com, hey, here's a video. There's been an update,
Yeah. I
was like, oh, cool, there was an update. I don't remember hitting update. So that's the part that gets to me because at least because it's an app, like it's technically like a pro, like something.
So apps on your phone don't automatically update?
But I check it off to automatically update.
Oh.
And it tells me, oh, all of these apps have an update. Do you wish to update? I look through them. If I say yes, then they update. If I say
how many
no,
apps do you have to update?
I just got a new phone, so all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like in that case, that's the only reason why it bothered me. And it's Steam. Like the only thing that can possibly update is a game.
Oh, what's wrong with app updates in
I
Windows?
I never set it up to update.
Does it matter?
It does
Chances are
matter.
you're gonna update it anyway.
I'm not after you told me what TeamSpeak is up to.
Well, that's different. But I mean, like app-wise, like when you saw the new features in Xbox app, you're probably like, oh yeah, let me update and try it. You know what I mean?
No, look, it was just weird because I'm
Okay.
not used to it.
Okay.
That's all.
I don't know.
Because it's new. Like the new login for my computer is my my Windows
yeah,
ID.
you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that.
I need to undo that because it's really bothering me that I have to like log in with that. But
Why is that bothering you?
because I've never in my life had to log in with a Windows ID. I feel like every time I'm going on my computer, I'm going on my Xbox now.
Oh my gosh. I
That's what it feels
don't
like.
get what's the problem. Your login's
It's
a
not.
login.
It's not. It's just I've always had one password for my Xbox and a completely different one to unlock my computer. And now that they're both the same, I'm like, fuck.
Isn't that good for you?
It's good, but it's just
equal.
weird. It's new.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You're having
I'm
a hard
done.
time over there with
I'm
like
done.
very simple
I'm done.
things.
I'm done.
I don't
First world
understand.
problems. I'm done.
I don't remember what we were talking about either. We were talking about updating or something, and then I was like automatic updates, and then somehow I asked you about this. Anyways, what's it called? The Way of Life. If you do want, there was an update for that actually that I didn't know about. So now my old article is actually old and outdated.
Your old article that was old is now old
and outdated.
and outdated.
Because they had like a bunch of levels.
Oh man.
When I played it, there were only 3 levels, and they were really super short. Now they like added stuff to it or whatever. It looks pretty cool actually, but it's an interesting game. People should play. It's free, and it's in early access. So free and early access are 2 amazing things that go together properly.
Yeah.
So you should play it.
It's
And
always good.
I don't think you're gonna have like a great. I don't know what the update was, but I mean I haven't played the update yet. So. But I mean, in the version I played, it's not like you're going to be playing the most amazing game ever, as in, like, mechanics. But you're going to be playing the most amazing game ever in terms of, like, social commentary on what it's like to live in this world. That makes sense. It's like the Matrix. It's like the Matrix of the real world.
There you go.
How about that? Maybe. I don't know.
That's going to get people to download it.
Probably not. But I mean, it's free, so download it and try it. It's not.
Yeah, check it out.
It took
Can't
me
go wrong
maybe
with free.
10 minutes to complete the entire thing.
There you
So,
go.
yeah.
I actually played a game similar to that
Oh yeah.
fairly recently where it was, I don't know if it was free, but.
What'd you do in it?
So, all right, I guess I might as well talk about it. So, it's a game called Time Frame.
Okay.
It's on Steam. I don't know if it's free. I don't know if you can look it up real quick while I talk about it. But basically, it just spawns you in a random ass place. There's no running, no jumping, no nothing. I don't even think you can call it a game.
Time frame
it's
is
more
not
of
free.
It's more of an experience. How much is it?
$8.
That's weird. Maybe there's an update. Maybe I gotta launch it again. But basically, when I played it, because I played it like early, and but I mean, it was like maybe 2 weeks ago, so I don't know. But you get spawned in this like, there's nothing around you. It's literally like, I mean, fuck. How do I describe it? So it's like a big open desert, and there's like random structures scattered across, and you literally walk. Like you just hold up. The only thing that you need on this game, if you're playing with a controller, that is the like either the W button if you're playing on the thing, like WASD, or the left thumbstick. You just hold up and you get to the spot, and then you look around with the other joystick or analog or your mouse, and there's a shiny thing, and then you examine it and you get like a I don't know what to call it, like a rune or a relic. And then on to the next one you go, and you just literally it should be called like walking simulator or exploring simulator because that's all it is. But it's just like visually and like the music, holy shit, it's like it just captures you, like you're engulfed in this area or in this like zone.
Yeah.
But it's just weird. Like I don't want to say play because you're not really playing, but I've never experienced anything like that before.
Right. Kind of similar, but what's it called is whatever the way of life or whatever it's called now. It's just a lot more limited than that. But basically, same idea. Two of the 3 levels are essentially the same, and all you do is walk from point A to point B.
There's like 8 runes in this one. You literally walk to all of them, and you gotta find them, which is weird. Anyways, good.
And then the 3rd level is basically you can see the end, and all you gotta do is jump across some bridges and stuff. You know what I mean? Or jump across a bridge without getting killed by the dragons.
Oh, there's dragons. No, way more than time frame.
Yeah, there's dragons they're flying dragons, and you're hopping like across a bridge, or more like up a bridge, I guess you could say, because the thing you're going to is higher than where you're starting at.
Yeah.
And as you're jumping, it's only level of jumping too. As you're jumping, the dragons are like flying left to right, so they can run into you, and it's really hard to do because the game isn't made to be like a real like mechanically sound game. So you're trying to jump, and then you can't really see if dragons are coming, and it's the easiest level you'll ever play in your life. That was probably 7 of the 10 minutes that I spent playing the entire game.
So it's just like what's it called? Beyond Eyes. Same like premise. It's more of an experience.
Yeah, it's definitely more of an experience. I would still say Beyond Eyes is way more fleshed out than The Way of Life. But like I said, I haven't played the update yet, so I don't know. But it looks like they added a ton of stuff.
Cool.
So we'll see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got anything else? We're good?
I think so.
All right, guys.
There's a lot like Lost, if you ever watched Lost.
I haven't.
You've never seen Lost?
No, because I don't care.
What is with you not caring about everything lately? Are you always so negative?
Man, I'm turning into you. I just hate everything.
No, I don't actually hate everything. I have reasons.
You just hate everything.
I have reasons for not liking things. I just don't. I don't say I don't care or like it doesn't matter. I'm like, yeah.
It's like when people ask me if I ever watch Game of Thrones. I'm like, no. They're like, how could you? Like, dude, I just don't watch fucking Game of Thrones. Like, go away.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I just say no. I don't watch TV. And people still don't understand it, but I don't get. I'm just like whatever. You watch TV
play games.
and I do cool stuff.
I
don't play games either though.
Oh yeah, you just hate everything. That's
I love everything. I don't hate anything. I have reasons for disliking things. I'll say it again. Man.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to what was it? DRULcast 112. 112.
I don't know what number it is. You said it in the beginning, but it didn't sound like 112.
Well, yeah, I have it here. It's 112. Play to Drool. Until
Room
next time.
112 is where the players dwell.
You gonna keep going?
Dash mode cash. What comes next?
I don't know.
It's a Biggie verse.
I'm just gonna let you keep going.
Nah,
what are you trying to say with that? You trying to call me fat, bro?
No, it's a Biggie verse.
You trying to say something?
Rest in peace, Big.
Those are fine words.
Rest in peace, Tupac.
Have you watched?
Rest in peace, Paul Walker. Rest in peace, Jam Master Jay.
Okay, this is how we're gonna
end
the show.
Rest in peace, Aaliyah.
Did you?
Rest in peace, Left Eye.
Did you watch Straight Outta Compton?
Rest in peace, Static. No, I haven't seen that movie.
Are you planning on watching it?
I'll watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't go to movie theaters very often though. I don't like going to movie theaters.
Last movie you saw was Entourage.
Nope.
You went after?
Negative. Positive.
Wow. That's
I went new. Last week, actually.
What'd you watch?
Last Sunday, a week from today.
Holy shit.
I saw Man from Uncle.
How was it? I actually had screening tickets for that, and I couldn't go. Really? It's good?
It was
worth
cool.
it?
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
It was cool.
I wanted to see it.
I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah,
my friend,
me neither.
We're all like hanging out by a pool, and my friend's like, we're in a movie. And I was like, why not? And I go to the movie. I'm like, what is it? He's like, Man from Uncle. I'm like, is it good? He's like, it looks good. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And a bunch of us went. Yeah, that's all that happened.
That's all it takes to get you to go to the movies, and yet you just hate everything.
No, I don't hate everything. Well, I don't like going to movie theaters.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. Catch you guys next week. Later.
It's so much better at my house.
I'm gonna stop recording. You good? You hate everything. Just let it go.
I don't hate everything.
Just let it go.
I don't hate everything. What do I hate?
Everything.
Besides that, or more specifically,
ending the show.
Do I hate ending the show?
Yeah.
I hate ending the show. I never want the show to end.
I know, you just want to keep going.
The show must go on.
Must go on. All right.
There's light in the window.
I'm okay. I'm just I'm leaving that in.